So, Nakamura. My name is Sage Blake. I'm a wanderer, storyteller, artist and mature, and I'm expecting to have no people show up today. Specifically because it's Christmas weekend. Specifically, tomorrow is Christmas Day. Chances are the average person is going to be spending time with their family, trying to get some last minute shopping done, or just relaxing as their outside world is potentially full of snow. I wouldn't know. Because at least where I am in Synapse, what we're getting is straight up rain. Like, no, really, yesterday was an entire deluge. That much rain.
Good morning.
Let's go. What do I do?
Otherwise, it's time to do some general side questing. Starting today, we are advancing with the extra story. Well, I say extra story, it's more like side story slash post game.
Great. What do I do?
I want to be able to continue the post game for maybe a good in-game year. So around when summer crops around, we'll probably switch over to Vesperia. I'm expecting that to go for about as long as January, February. Depends on the pace, depends on what we find to do. At that, you might notice that I'm sounding a bit different, potentially. I'm not sure on that one. Answer on that one. I did a bit of meddling with settings on the computer. Also had to do some general troubleshooting, specifically because, and this one weirded me out, about 3 days ago. Okay, so Crucible is normally a very quiet PC, right? But about 2 to 3 days ago, Crucible started whining with its fans 24/7, when normally it's usually a very quiet machine. I was curious as to what was going on, and I found out what the reason was on that one. Apparently, there was a BIOS update on the 28th of October. Of all days, the 28th of October, which was like, what, a week either before or after I first built the thing? Complete a field dungeon, but I've never gotten a field dungeon. But yeah, our objective this time around is mess around. I have a few ideas as to places I want to go, things I want to donk with a spear. But generally, it's gonna be sampling the post-game content and figuring out some of the little secrets of the game. Because I feel like there are a whole mess of things that I haven't been able to get to yet. And the why is unknown to me. In some cases, it might simply be because we were locked by story progress, but in others, it looks incredibly strange and confusing, and I want to figure it out. The first of which is a clifftop dungeon somewhere. I'm trying to remember where it was. I want to say it was in this direction. I want to see if I can make some progress over there. I also found out by editing my old VODs why I wasn't able to find yellow down or otherwise quality fur. And the answer on that is quality fur comes from the panthers in this place. But I'm not sure if I want to get any quite yet. Twinkle seeds. Perfect. Plenty of wood there. But I don't think I need any. Monsters around here got a lot more vicious. Really? Well, on the bright side, if I ever wanted to fight the boss here again, I could. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I still can't handle those monsters. Hello, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas Eve. Hope you're having fun. Not lost any hair since Dark and Darker. Oh, don't worry. There's only one reason why I'd be losing hair, and that's my medication. I go on record to state that I really, really like hard but fair games. Dark and Darker is hitting some of the right notes. Again, only some of the right notes, because... Why the hell am I still hearing the bell? That's a nice glitch. Anyway, I'm liking the game. I like hard games to the point that it's practically a joke. And yeah, I want to play more of it. It's a struggle and a half to play it by yourself, but if you're careful, then it is possible. It's going to revolve around a lot of careful planning and judgments, but it's doable. I mean, hell, I succeeded a run by myself. I probably was lucky, and that was it. Because knowing me, that would be the only reason why that would happen. I should have figured. Haven't fully recovered. Ow! My face! Might play eventually, but you got Original Doom and Quake. Fair, honestly. What else doesn't help is that both of those are pretty modifiable. Like, I think they have some of the largest modding communities, period. You can't really throw a stone without finding at least 3 people who've played Doom or Quake. That might be an exception. I've never played either of them. I've technically played something made in the Doom engine, being Sonic Roboblast, but I don't think that counts. Even still, enjoy. Especially since there are some really good mods for the both of them. I think there's at least one Christmas-themed one. Already cheap, but want to get them for less than the cost of a McDonald's meal? Fair! I can't blame you on that one. Period, it's good to wait for a sale, and nice on for waiting this long. Oh, it's precious, Ben. And memories restored to these four.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Huh? You.
Yeah, I can honestly say that Ven was pretty justified in what she decided to do. She just wanted to keep her friends, and that's not exactly a bad thing. Also sounds like she's speaking as if she's had it happen at least a few times. Then again, knowing the dragons in the Rune Factory universe, they've lived for countless generations.
Yeah.
True. Thank you.
Start from that. Then, from the tail? No! There's poo down there!
Yes. What do you say?
Oof.
What? I see. Yeah. Thanks.
Yes.
Farewell.
Talk to the people and see if they will find a way to agree. Anyway.
Hey!
you? Oh, Leon. Just wandering around.
But the situation being what it is, I wouldn't be adverse to aiding your search.
Large blank spot from when you slept. I'd like to start filling that in.
I look forward to working with you from here on.
Okay. I want to see about trying to get dungeon seeds, but I don't know where to get them.
Yes.
We're having a sale on veggie seeds. Honestly, I think I'm okay. Bit of a loss as to what exactly to do. I'll figure it out eventually. I guess to start with, these are going to take time. Raise everyone's friendship to 5 or higher. 7 medicinal herbs to blossom. And merchant orc. Those shouldn't be too bad. I guess I can just start to talk to people around town, try to see if anyone has any idea on a few mysteries. Because I have found a lot of strange bits and bobs in places. A little advice me, maybe you shouldn't be using a fishing rod as a viable weapon. They gotta be somewhere around here, right? Okay then. We have a dark spell. Introducing, I guess. Ah, damn it. Dark Ball. A slow-moving spell that deals continuous damage to anything that passes by. Free Yam of the Ages. This also means I finally have a dark spell, so I can start building that skill a bit. The sphere you throw out also has a small gravity field around it, allowing it to pull in enemies. In a pinch, it could be useful. The Fall Lake. Perfect. Seriously. You'd love some twinkly stones, huh? So, give you a gem of some type? Yet here would be where I'd get a gem or two. Maybe. Actually, no, this is just silver. Still useful. Because I need more of that. That's the for sale house. This place will whip me in a second. Apparently we can get gold here. But the problem is, with the enemies being so strong, I don't stand a chance. Yeah, I don't stand a chance against those things. I'm gonna need to be a lot stronger. Another secret. Cote, some silver. So that's how you get to that. There we go. The autumn headdress. Cover the day's watering. Strawberries. Ooh, and strawberries are refundable. So those still exist here. It's fairly uncommon, but there are a few different types of crops that will constantly refund themselves for a short amount of time. Sell the Cote, and where's that ages yam? There we go. I guess I can check up on Ven every day just to see how she's doing. Hello, Zaya. Hope you're doing well. I know Tay is playing some Parkitect right now. I've got it as a stream on one of my two phones. I'm kind of curious as to what the second game of the day he has planned is, but I'll stay silent. Now you're just gonna talk about skills?
What do I do?
Yeah, my next objective is probably the bargain sale for now, because nationalized baths is... Actually, either that or expand my room.
What do I do? What do I do?
That's still... Both are still gonna take a bit. Just caught... Ah! You're the fish merchant! You're the fishmonger! And apparently, 20% sale. But I don't want any of your fish. And you're the gem merchant. Not all that interesting. Something the shape of a whale floating off in the sky. That's Sharon's. Like, I want to say that all four of these are references to other Rune Factory games, because huge tree, flowers blooming from it, they have to be talking about Sharon's tree. This is about the tree of Sharon's village. That thing is massive, and after the events of that game, it actually does blossom into brilliant flowers. That would chronologically put RF4 after RF3. I can fight them, sure, but it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. And a level up. And technically I've now cleared out this place. Then there's this. I mean, I figured. But I swore I did that at one point and nothing happened. Monsters around here were always fairly aggro, is the issue. really deal all that much damage to any of them, so this is horribly out of the question. But if both of those areas are out of the question, then... Surprise chest. Needle spear, axe. I guess by comparison I don't need this small pig. And moment to say, it is super cold today. On the one hand, I get it. Part of that is just the region that I'm in. The weather up here is all over the place usually, at the best of days. At the worst days, winter can be sometimes super cold and super hot, but that's because very, very strange weather. Alright, well I'm at it. Needle spear, where was that? Here. I wonder if these toy herbs will grow. I don't think fall is a good season for them, but... might as well give it a try, right?
Good evening.
And we can't really do anything with this farming bread, so drop it. I've got a little bit of time in this particular day, so maybe I can do something over in the,
Evening. Whoa.
what's its nuts? I want to figure out at some point how I can get the secret loot here. It has to be here, and it has to be behind that wall there. But when am I allowed to investigate it?
Good morning.
Oh crap, it's a hurricane. Why? That's it. Harvest what I can, sell it. Because at this point, I'm anticipating losing all of this again. For duck's cake. Like, at least I'm getting a decent chunk of wood and other things. I don't really need them. And again, I'm still gaining stats from this storm, so it's not 100% of a loss. Just mostly a loss. At least get to keep my leek, which is good. Sprung a leak. There goes one of the clovers. Damn it. You know what?
Welcome.
Give me a recipe bread or 3. I know I can't do anything with farming. Maybe I can do something with accessories.
Anything else? Come back soon.
Never mind.
Welcome.
I can make a bunch of weapons at least.
Welcome.
And food items. Chocolate cake, grilled flounder. A mage's staff. Seafood pizza.
Hello.
Tomorrow's Dallas's birthday. Perfect. So in that case, maybe I should go do some fishing. Frig! Let's see. Table, oven, steamer, knife, mixer, frying pan. I feel like I'm missing one. I am. How have I gone this long without a pot? How have I gone this long without a pot? Right, now to get some recipes for that, because I think I can make, like, hot pots and whatnot.
Welcome.
Also a lot of spaghetti dishes, I think.
Take your time.
Tempura.
I did it.
So I can junk that. I can also junk that. Maybe I should find the spring lake, because I'm not sure if I found that one yet. I think I did. Yeah, this one's the summer lake. Ah, there was a chest there, and of course I donked it by accident. Mixer recipes are juices. They raise intelligence. Good to know, actually. Maybe make some croquettes if I can. Because it's still good for money. Corn cereal. Oh, corn cereal's really good. Let's add a random turnip to it.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna get quite a bit of cash from those two. Now the problem is getting my rune points back so I can deal with the hell that is this field now. If anything, I could take this with me temporarily so I can put... Ah, 2 lost?! I had better not lose all 4. If I do, I'm going to be livid. So, Zaya got me... Actually, I think it was Zaya, but I don't fully remember. Just someone from the Ravenhaven introduced me to a game called Dark and Darker, right? This is something that I've been playing since yesterday. Probably Oxenon, all things considered. Essentially, think of it like D&D decided to invest in Tarkov. Hello, Ox. You have flatterated me. Thank you. I'll now be stuck using the same move up to 5 times in a row. Hope you're doing well. Yes. I've been squashed by the Oxenon. Relaxing on the eve of Crimbo? Makes sense. I'm doing okay-ish, but it is fucking cold. Pardon my language. Yeah, I did. Like, I wasn't expecting to because I'm one of the weird exceptions where, like, you know when Tarkov was first introduced to the public, people were like, oh my god, this looks amazing, this looks super fun. I'm like, eh. Part of the reason on that is, when it comes to games, I'm not as much of a fan of PvP. Part of the reason on that is because I get super salty about it super quickly. I don't like fighting other players. I like the dungeon crawling, I like the looting aspects. I don't like fighting other players. And I feel like that's not what you're supposed to do for these games, and that aggravates me because I want to be able to explore a massive dungeon like this with that type of difficulty. Deal with a massive variety of complex enemies. And I have yet to find a good co-op dungeon crawler like that. Like, it's good to see that you also don't really care for the PvP aspect of it. Just, I want something like that, with less PvP and more dungeon crawling, super bosses, and maybe some roguelike elements. So, Sheer and the Wanderer, if it decided to be a hallway simulator. Oh, crap!
Good
Sleep.
morning.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at least getting some of that back. But yeah, honestly, it's hitting a lot of the right notes. Just, aside from the whole fighting players aspect, I think my only criticism is how stale the combat sometimes feels. And maybe I'm weird in that respect. Oh, where did the Rooney go? At least one of you survived. That's my only goal at this point. I'm gonna need to replant so much. Right, like, there's another tangent that I was gonna go off on. So, potentially in the future, I may be playing First Class Trouble. I'm not sure when or at what point. Knowing Tay, he's probably gonna bring it up on his birthday, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that probably. The Burb bought me a copy and gifted it to me, and I feel weird. I feel like I should buy him something in return, but I don't know what. Because when it comes to gifts, I'm awkward. I like giving gifts on occasions, not as much receiving them. And part of that is just, I feel like I don't deserve it. Part of it is crippling confidence issues and self-image issues and haberdashery. I'll get better about it slowly, but even still, I don't think it's gonna be any reasonable amount that I'll get better at it. Oh, right. Today's his birthday, so... yeah, it's just a single bed. I need to get a double bed at some point. That's gonna be an investment. Let's make some jirara sashimi. And again, giving giving a person a gift on their birthday is extra friendship. I will find Bishonanapsi and give him this fish. Bishonanapsi. There you are.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Feeding your pets juice or raw fish raises magic attack power. Least fun you have in a game is when you have to engage in PvP. Yeah, I can see that. Just, for some games, it works really, really well, and it has to do with the systems that...
A great detective can't do.
The hell? It has to do with the systems that go into the combat in the first place. They need to have a good amount of depth and flexibility,
Bye, bye.
and not feel cheap for your death. That's hard to do. Fair. But I also see social deception games falling into a similar trap of, blag, I keep dying, this isn't fun anymore. Specifically because it feels like you're not able to do anything. That's one of the biggest problems I have with anything PvP. if the people that you're playing with end up being way too good, or otherwise don't let you have a chance to play the game, then it drastically impacts everyone's fun, and not in a good way. More in a, this isn't fun anymore, I'm leaving and never playing this game again type of way. Because for a PvP game to be fun, there needs to be enough interactions happening between players, and positive interactions. Players need to be able to learn, players need to be able to make mistakes, and still gain at least a partial benefit from them. If they don't, then that's when we run into problems of toxicity and similar. Let's face it, one of the bigger reasons why League of Legends does so well and also so poorly is specifically because of the density of interactions. At the end of it, people are going to have both positive and negative interactions regardless of the PvP game. But the reason why so many people have so many negative interactions with League in the first place is specifically because the interactions that happen are because a person's first trying to learn the game and they get swamped by experts. By people who've been playing it for hundreds upon thousands of hours. And as a result, they die in all of 5 seconds because they don't know the interactions for the situations they're in, and think that this is the entirety of the game, where they're always going to be at a disadvantage, and lose their morale to even try.
Hello.
Games are one of those things where if you're not willing to put in a little bit of effort for a little more enjoyment, then I'm sorry to say, and this might be a little bit elitist or otherwise toxic of me, gaming might not be the hobby for you. Because, again, a lot of these games are ones where you can't just mash your face against a wall and expect positive results 24/7. You need to be able to learn, you need to be able to experience, you need to be able to make a mistake, and feel fine with making a mistake. If you don't, then it says a lot about you as a person, and how you derive your enjoyment, and it's usually not a positive message that's conveyed. If you're unwilling to take a whipping, then you're unwilling to survive a lot of things in our world. It's one of those moments of, if you can't handle things at their worst, then can you even handle things at their best? Should you even be able to handle things at their best? Or that's my perspective, at least. Again, that might be selfish or elitist of me, thinking that just... Maybe I'm a little too firm into... Yes, fuck me up, fam. Maybe me as a person, I require things to be too much of a healthy challenge when compared to the average person. I don't know.